morning. Welcome to Living Local. I'm here at Ground Zero with Scott. How are you, Scott?
Good.
Good. So, obviously most people know Ground Zero for Dragon Boat. You guys put on the awesome Dragon Boat races every year. And so, but really you do a lot more throughout the year other than Dragon Boat.
Oh, yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about kind of when you started and kind of the thought process of what you guys do?
Yeah, for us, our focus is middle school and high school students. We're a Christian organization. We're not connected with a particular church or a particular denomination, but our goal is to really work with the local community, churches included, to make a positive impact in the lives of those teenagers that may not be being reached by the local church, which is a lot. Statistically, it's about 88% of all the youth in America are not connected to any church in any way. And so really that's what we're focusing on. So Dragon Boat is as exciting as it is.
Yeah.
Really the purpose of Dragon Boat is to raise funds and to raise awareness.
Sure.
We would have never dreamed that Dragon Boat would be what it is. That first year I had never even seen the Dragon Boat Festival.
Right.
So it was a huge surprise to me at what that has become.
Yeah, and if you don't know what Dragon Boat is, WBTW is, we are huge fans, super competitive. We always do really well. But it is these boats of dragons, these wooden dragon boats where 21 people sit and they paddle and they race. And so it's gotten to be huge. So if you haven't been to it or if you haven't participated in it, you have to do it. It's really fun.
Oh, yeah. But really the vision that God had given me for this type of ministry was to say, look, it's not about those things that don't matter. There are things that we respect as Christians that matter to us and in the context of our relationship with Christ, but to someone who's not in church or could care less about Christ, those things don't matter.
They don't matter, right.
So it's one of those first things.
Sure.
So for us, it's just being able to say, look, it's not about symbols. It's not about, all of these things that sometimes as Christians that we hold dear, and that's what people see instead of a relationship with Christ. Our thing was just to let these kids know, look, it's just, we love you guys. And kind of earning that right to be heard and earning that respect with them. And so, there are no Christian symbols on Ground Zero. It doesn't mean that we don't respect those.
Right.
Sometimes we tell people that we're conservative in our theology.
Sure.
We're not compromising the gospel.
Right.
But we're liberal in our methodology.
Well, you're trying to reach kids that are not Christians. So what are some of the events that you guys do here aside from Dragon Boat?
Well, there are two types of events we do. Sometimes we do one-off events, so national Christian bands, national speakers that might draw more of a youth group audience. So youth pastors bring their youth groups to those.
Sure.
We do some of the concerts here. We do partnership with Hampton Inn and Suites Oceanfront during the summer, sometimes to do the summer concert series down on the boardwalk with national Christian bands.
Cool.
We've also done some of the larger bands that we can't do in here in other venues around Myrtle Beach to do that. But then there's that element of every week when the virus is not around, every week we have an opportunity to open up and to be able to let a lot of the downtown kids come in. They're probably not going to be going to these other events, but the downtown kids are really looking for somewhere to go, a safe place.
Sure.
We feed them for free when they come. And sometimes that's a necessity for them. They might not have supper that night if they don't get that meal, but it's fun. There's a DJ, there are games, we hang out for 2 hours. It's really relational. We do a devotional. We have a little bit of small group discussion time, but that's probably a 5% of that night. The rest of it's relational. It's just getting to know them and letting them know that they can trust us.
Right.
And to let these kids know, look, we not only want you, we want your baggage.
Right.
You can come in here and be safe and talk to us so that we can help you unload as much of that baggage as possible.
And so you're a nonprofit, so you rely on donations solely, right?
Yes. I wish that was different, but yes.
Okay.